I wanted to make a video showing a new product that I've come up with for my hand wrappers. A customer contacted me asking for some sort of a guide to keep multiple thread colors separated as you were wrapping. I thought it might be helpful to some rod builders, so I came up with these multi-thread guides. These guides replace the guides that come with my thread carriages for the hand wrapping jigs that I sell. Unfortunately, these will only work with the new style thread carriages that are screwed together. The original thread carriages were solvent welded together, and I changed the thread carriages to a screw together design a while back to make shipping easier. So the new design makes it possible to completely replace the front guide assembly. These multi-thread guides really simplify the process of keeping up to 4 threads completely separated from each other. I'm personally able to wrap 4 colors simultaneously without issue using the stock front guide assembly that my hand wrappers come with, but these new multi-thread guides make that procedure foolproof, which is really handy if you have trouble keeping track of 4 threads at a time. And my own personal eyesight isn't quite what it was anymore. So I can definitely see where something like this would be useful to people who may struggle seeing 4 threads being wrapped at the same time. It makes it much easier to ensure that the threads don't ever overlap or get mixed up in their positions. As you can see, it's a fairly simple idea, but it's also very effective. The spring-like wire makes little slots that each thread color can feed into, which ensures that the order of the threads never gets mixed up. The guide is offset and angled slightly so that the thread to your left lays down first, then the second from the left lays down second, and so on. It's a very slight angled offset, but it helps to keep those threads laying down in the order of sequence from left to right as you're looking at it. I find it helpful to lay down a turn of threads in front of your wrap and then push those 4 colors back into position against the previously laid wraps. This slows the whole process down a little bit, but it also makes it very difficult to make a mistake in the threaded color order. I priced these reasonably, so anyone who wants one should be able to get one. So I wanted to get it out there so other people can see it that might be able to make use of it as well. I do have another customer requested add-on that I've made and tested, and I will start selling soon, and I will make a video about those as soon as they're ready to go. During this last part of the video, I'm just going to let it scroll through some pictures that shows the thread routing in case anybody had any questions about that or anything. This will give you an idea of how that thread's supposed to be running through there in order to set up for running multiple colors. All the guides will have some threads running through them, more than one through each one, and that's normal. That's how that works. The whole purpose of the front guide is just to keep those colors from getting mixed or overlapping each other and getting out of order. It's just to make things simplified and make it a little easier to keep track of those threads. It works. It's not quite as fast doing it that way, I don't think, but it works fine. In fact, it works really well, and you don't really have to think about it. It's not a bad option if you need a little help with that, especially if you're just getting started. You might find it real useful. And if your eyesight's not all that great, it might be super useful just because you don't have to worry about it. You know, everything's going to be in the right order. You just have to make sure you get everything pushed into place as you're going, and it might take you a little longer, but if you're not in a rush, then that's not a big deal either. That's about all I've got for now. Y'all take care, and I will talk to y'all later.